Hi, my name is Vesemir and this is my game for 212 3D graphics programming. In I'm gonna talk about the game itself right now, how does the movement work, and what I'm going to talk after that. The movement is by the arrow keys. They are like the common used one. Up is for forward and acceleration of the spaceship. Down is for backward and deceleration of the spaceship. Left, right is for rotation, and you can combine keys like up, right to go forward and rotate, up, left to forward and go left. And after that, I'm gonna talk about the cameras. Now I'm going to explain my the cameras. There are five different cameras that helps the player to see the whole game. The main camera is this one, as you can see on the screen. Uh, it's the third person camera that is above and behind the player, so you can see the spaceship and more of it. The second camera that I have is the first person camera, that is one inside of the ship, and basically you can see from the point of view of the ship. The next three are the cameras that are located around the truck. So there are different cameras around that, so you have better point of view when you move. So and you can change them e every time you're outside of the box from the previous one. And the last one is the camera above everything else, so you can see the whole map, and you can see how the light works, the shadows, the textures, and the animation that I'm gonna show you later. Uh, the, these are my graphs for the camera 1 and camera 2. The third person is at left and the first person is at right. As you can see, the point of view of the third person is much more bigger than the point of view of the third person. The camera coordinates for the first person should be at the same location as the spaceship, and about the third person camera should be higher in the y-axis to see the map from above. This is the last graph that I have, and it shows the camera 3, 4, and 5. That are the cameras that are on the track, and as you can see, the difference between them is the positioning, and they all follow the spaceship. All camera follows the spaceship, so they're no different from the others. Now I'm gonna explain the light. Ambient light is the light that bounces in the room multiple times before lightening an object. The lightening depends on the lights, depending on the color of the ambient light and the ambient light material color. Specular light, that's the light that illuminates from the game objects and gives us a reflection, and it make a shiny spot on the game objects that we applied it to. This is the specular light code, as you can see. Diffusion light represent a directional light cast by a source, a light source. My light source is gonna be sun, and you can also describe the diffuse light as a light that has a position into the space, and it came from a single direction, and again I say it's gonna be my sun. When you combine every light, you will see everything works properly with shadows, even without adding shadows. This is my light graph. As you can see, this is the lightning source uh, that sends light beams around the whole map. And when these beams hit my planet, the sites that is hit it will be lighter, and the sites that are not hit it will take the shadow and will be darker. You're gonna see that in a few moments when I show you the picture. Here are the shadows of an objects. You can't see them on my spaceship because my spaceship is kind of dark and doesn't affect shadows for some reason. If you move around, you see that the front part is a lot more brighter than the back side. This is my skybox graph. Skybox is made of creating a background to make games look bigger. When it's used, the map is enclosed in a cuboid, and also I'm going to use skybox method because that is creating a point into the 3D space. Uh, that and each point is calculated. I just need to, when I'm doing it, I need to change the values of the coordinate in the coordinating system so they can be the right numbers. This is how my skybox works. As you can see, this is outside of the skybox. It's a cuboid, and when you go inside of it, you will not be able to see the dark space around it, and you will be happily see that everything is like smoother, bigger. And for the animation, I have done animation only for my moons that are spinning around my planet. As you can see, they have a different speed and angle, and they can collide with each other. For texturing, I'm using bind texturing function. I use that for every object from the skybox, spaceship, moons, planets, and sun. For the planets and then the moon, after the sun, I'm using quadric draw style because it's giving me more access to the sphere objects, so I can make them better looking. My strengths were the skyboxes, the textures, the animations, the camera that I use, because I just wanted to learn how to make them. The weaknesses were probably making the uh, moving light source, changing skyboxes, creating better ship because I don't like my introduction of the ship. Probably better collision, bigger map, better graphics, and better light source. Uh, Reflections. The game was challenging, and I have learned a lot from it. I have now more knowledge about the 3D space and how does the light, texturing, everything in the games, how they work. I wish we will have more of this kind of coursework because they are trying to get everything from us, really.